All support is welcome in this journey towards getting 1,000 subscribers. We are getting ridiculously close to 300, so y'all should hit up that subscribe button if you haven't yet, because my ultimate goal is to reach 500 subscribers. It's a big goal, but about to hit 300, and every subscriber counts. Welcome to the chat, Juicing with not Juicing with Chat. What the hell? I keep thinking like your profile pictures are so similar. I keep thinking that, and that's just my eyesight being really weird today. Welcome to the chat, GT Junior. I'm sorry I said Juicing with J, bro. My eyes are so off today. Like I literally look at people's profile pictures first before I actually look at the name, and that always confuses me. I can't tell you how many times I've messed up hands on the Dirt's name because of that. Sometimes even Mike's got it, Garney. Yeah, I am almost at 300. I'm at 295. My ultimate goal is to get 300. Yeah, hopefully it is all good. But yeah, my ultimate goal today, 300 by October 1st. We are on September 29th or 9/29/22. So yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah, I now have over 500 videos. I've been putting in the work and the hours to hopefully get it. But like every single video I upload, it just gets like 20 views or something like that. Now all of a sudden they're getting maybe 60 to 100 views on average. That's what I'm usually starting to get, 60 to 100 on average. But yeah, if there's one thing I would like y'all to do is that like if you're like about to like leave the house for maybe a good hour or two, yeah, hopefully I will get there. But yeah, if a suggestion is maybe like put on like a playlist or something. Like maybe you have to do like work and maybe you could like plug in like some earbuds and listen to my videos. I don't know how. What I recommend you do if you want to see like a yo, welcome to the chat badass 93. Anyways, if I have a suggestion. Like, if you want me to get like watch hours, like what you could do is you could just like go onto my channel. You could click uploads. You can click play all, and you'll see what on the menu. You'll see a sort of like two arrows, and then you'll see what else? Do you see? You'll see these. You'll also see two arrows. Um, I keep thinking perpendiculate for some reason. Though that's not even a word. Perpendiculate is not a word. It's sort of like cross into each other, and that shuffle. Well, if you want a variety and see some older videos, you can click that shuffle button. And it'll choose some random videos out of the whole stockpile I have. The reason I have so many videos is that way I can create sort of like a viewing session. So when people discover my channel, I'll have plenty of videos for them to watch. That is my big goal. I actually unlisted a lot of videos, and I actually have like around 570. I know it shows about 510, but I actually have 570 videos, which seems very surprising, but I actually have 570 videos. Anyways, anyone wants to hop on, there's the invite link. And as always, my internet, it used to be really, really, really mean to me, and now it's actually being really good. It's actually fast tonight, so hopefully the stream is a little bit on the more connected side. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing face cam streams soon. I just need co-host on because you know how that goes. Anyways, the face cam streams may be coming next Tuesday. So yeah, y'all get to see my face on stream. I was originally thinking about doing that for like 1K or monetization or something like that, but now I'm thinking about doing it before that. Welcome Carpenter Self Reliance. That's actually a name I've actually just seen. I've never seen this name on the channel before. Currently, you have a total of 1.1 thousand. So I know this might be a little old since you already gained 100 subs since then, but congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. I just hit subscribe and I'll be watching some of your videos later. I just can't get around to it right at the moment because I'm doing a stream. But yeah, welcome to the chat, Carpenter Self Reliance. And yeah, I'm sorry if I mispronounce names. I am I am a big thing with that. It's just like the places I come from just don't really allow me to pronounce certain names. So yeah, sorry if I pronounce any names incorrectly because that's just a habit of mine. But yeah, welcome to the chat, everyone. I am going to be trying my best over the coming weeks to not say welcome to the chat. But yeah, I can try, but I bet I'll fail. Just because of how awful I can't say. Yep, I try to support as much as I can here. I will do everything I can to potentially support, get views and subscribers and watch hours. I have a question for you. Are you yet monetized? Because my goal here is to get people monetized. Because, well, it would be really cool to see people getting monetized in front of my eyes. Like a couple weeks ago, it was OCD's chick. It was I think it was Hands of the Dirt, maybe a couple months ago. I don't remember. But for me, I'm thinking it'll probably be like early next year or something like that that I might get monetized if I keep going at this. But yeah, wow, the delay is big though. But yeah, I'm sorry if it sounds a little off. My microphone's always doing this. Oh, not more background sound. Pain to have to deal with little siblings. Yeah. I got my channel back restored. I'm starting. What do you mean like restored? Did you mean like your channel was like deleted or something like that? Or did you like delete it or something? Or did something like that happen? But yeah, what I can see here is I can see you've only been uploading for the past 5 days, and it says you joined on the 11th. And one thing I noticed when I check out your channel is that you have 16,000 views and 1.1 thousand. So one thing I noticed is that there's probably a bunch of deleted videos. And one thing I also noticed is that usually when you have about 1.1 thousand, you should expect to usually get like 1 to 200,000 views, but you only have 16K, so I'm thinking about that. But yeah, I'll be trying my best to do viewing sessions, sort of, if you will, so I can sort of like viewing sessions. So what I'll do is like I'll watch a lot of videos on channels, and I'll watch to the end. Yeah, I think a lot of people have long stories when they share about that stuff. But yeah. Anyways, I did send an email. I had 350 videos at one time. Oh, that's a lot of videos. I'll tell you, I've been doing YouTube for a little over a year and a half at this point. I have 295 subscribers. I garnered 74,000 views in all since January 20th, 2021. So it's been a little bit. But yeah. And also tons and tons and tons of views. Like right now, I have 5.9 thousand views on 2 videos, 3.1 thousand on 1 video, and 1,000 on. Let's see, we have 1,000 on 8. 8 videos have over 1,000. Yeah. Anyways, invite links should be in the chat. So yeah. Yeah, I'm still a little off after that. But yeah, let's check the email real quick. Alright. Our microphone responded, so maybe in like a few minutes. Alright. I don't know yet. But I'm just gonna drop the invite link in the chat just in case anyone wants to, hop onto the stream and all. There it is right there. That should be the invite link. But yeah, if you notice my name was changed to the Gourd Guy, I'm pretty. It's a little obvious why though. But yeah. Alright. When was that even submitted? Like 20 minutes ago? I sent the email? It was. Like. Yeah, that's incorrect. It literally says I submitted it at 7:19 p.m., which is 10 minutes ago, easy. But he submitted it at 4:31 p.m. Yeah, my computer's being a little whack. Why is that message held for review? I've been on for 3 years and nearly monetized, then my kid deleted my videos by accident, then I deleted the channel. Oh, that is rough. That is why I have that is why I have to deal. That's why I'm always constantly like dealing with stuff like that. Like I'm constantly trying to keep my computer closed to avoid stuff like that. Because I swear my little siblings are little demons. They would probably delete all of my videos as if they know how to do it. Like they just go into my YouTube studio and they would be like, "Oh, look at this! This video has 1,000 views. I'm gonna just click delete, and there it goes. There are those videos down the drain." So yeah, you got almost monetized, and then your kid just deletes all of your videos. That is just sad. Like I literally can't fathom how bad that could be. Like imagine you just put all of this work and hours into your videos, and then someone just comes along and deletes it. I've been hacked. This channel was once hacked, and well, it was a little bit of a long story. I even built up a wall, put up my door, but she still got in. Wow, Surprising. Yeah, I don't know how some little kids are able to get in like that. Some little kids are actually. Ooh, I think I just cracked my wrist, but I'll keep going. Some little kids actually know what they're doing. Like, like I literally have to like deadbolt my door to keep them out because if they don't, they'll literally pick the lock with a screw. They'll pick the lock with like a nail or a screw or something like that. So I have to put a deadbolt on my door to keep them out. It is the worst thing out there. I literally and them getting into my room is probably my biggest fear right now because I don't want them in my room. I don't want them going onto my computer, deleting all my videos, watching some content that I'm not gonna name if I want to keep this live stream live on my computer, watching certain content. I don't want them to get into that stuff or anything because, well, yeah. Bad thing is I. Bad thing is I have about two. That's sad. All right. Anyways, yeah, I started this live a little earlier than usual. 150 videos backed up. Now I'm reloading all the videos I have and backs. New videos as they come. Yeah, what I'll do, like, if I like have like something like that, I always keep the video files on my computer, and those that I can't keep, upload them to my Google Drive. So if something like that ended up happening, yeah, easy fix. I can just go there and get them. Welcome, JT Junior grows it.
Hey there, how you doing? The chicken.
I was I was pretty sick on Tuesday though. Like I was having a reaction to infection, hallucinations. What else do we have? We all had a fever of 102. It was pretty bad, and that was bad, but I was better by the next day. Yeah, it was bad, and yeah, but I'm better by this point though.
Hmm.
Mm. Hope your week's been good. I don't know about you, but like this month has felt like it's been going on forever. Like I feel like the month of September just felt like forever. Like it's just never ending at this point. I know about you, but it felt like it's forever since the start of the month.
Yes, it has been. Um,
Month.
but I'm glad though for me
Yeah.
because I'm in a cold climate, so I'm appreciating this. I'm trying to get my chickens outside.
Hmm.
They still
Have
in
you
my
yet gotten
garage.
snow? Have you yet gotten snow, or do you not get snow until like October or November?
Oh, we got snow on the mountains, so
Hmm.
the next 2 weeks, I would imagine we'll have snow by then. In the
Wow.
next 2 weeks, at the very latest.
Up here, down here in New England, like if it snows in like early November, that's very weird. Like usually, like we don't get our first snow until usually like early December here. So like,
Mm,
and then we usually get like those big snowstorms that y'all get up there. Maybe like the big snowstorms y'all get are huge up there. Like I've seen blizzards, blowing snow. It's awful. But down here, the worst storm we usually get is maybe like 6 or 7 inches of snow. So not a whole lot.
oh, we'll get a whole foot in a day, and the next day we'll get another foot. Yeah, it gets
Yeah, it just
wild
keeps
here.
piling up onto it. It just keeps piling up,
Yeah.
and that's the bad thing. Like you just get like a foot of snow, it just comes in and then just keeps coming in, and that's like the bad part of these storms. And if we were to get a storm like that, like if it just kept snowing a foot every day for like a full week, well, we'd be jumping out of our second floor windows into that stuff because, well, and there'd be like no access to anything. Like the whole public would just be shut down. Alaska's
Hmm.
great. You lived there from 2006 to 2009. Welcome to the chat, Old Man King Homestead. I have some family up in Alaska, but like, but like it's like impossible to get up there though. So yeah. Welcome to the
Yeah.
chat, Old Man King Homestead. Anyways, I do have Anyways, if Micro Farmer decides he wants to hop on tonight, I do have the invite link in the chat. But like the times that but like the amount of people that like send messages in the chat by like the end of it, like the invite link just gets drowned out, and like the other 69 million messages left in the chat. So like by the end of it, like it just gets drowned out. So I need to constantly be adding it. But right now it
I
is
think
still
you could
on. So
pin it.
yeah, I'll pin that real quick. I just don't really have like a habit to just like click those three little buttons right next to it. So yeah, and yeah, I was about to hop on a Micro Farmer stream the other night. Like Like I was about to hop onto it. If he hops onto this stream, I'll talk to him about it. But like, I was about to hop on a microfarmer stream. Don't get in the mud or something like that. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. But I was about to hop onto it last night. I only had like 15 minutes. I want to hop on it really quickly. I mean, I was out in the woods doing some work out there, and when I saw the notification, I ran inside, and I was so excited to get onto it. And when I clicked the link, it literally just led me to an error page, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "It has to be something with like, it had to be something with the page. I don't know, but it wouldn't let me on." Were you on like Microfarmer stream last night, or did you at
Yeah,
least
I
like,
was.
did
Nah,
you
I
have
was
any errors
there.
getting onto it, or was that just me?
Nah, that
It
was you.
literally
I
led
seen
me.
you when you put it. I seen you when you put 404 error or something like that. You put in the chat. I was like, what is chicken
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah. The
But
thing was
now I
like.
know.
The thing wouldn't let me on. Like it just said, "Oh, there's an error. This page doesn't exist." I was like, "What the? How am I supposed to get on tonight?" And yeah, then I ran out of time, so like I had to get back out there and do some more work. And then I
Hmm.
also shot like a quick video about like the pumpkins and stuff because we got plenty of those. And
Mm.
yeah, yeah, you're how many subscribers do you have? You currently have 978. That's actually up. I remember a couple weeks ago you were at
What?
700. You're at 978.
What?
You're literally at 978.
Stop playing with me, chicken.
I literally here. Let me show you. I'm gonna share my screen.
What you mean? Oh, you can show me, huh?
You're at 978. You're literally like less than 30 away from 1,000.
Oh man, them ain't no real subscribers, man.
It could be. I
Nah,
mean
ain't
maybe.
nobody. I look at my analytics every once in a while when I get a big jump like that,
Mhm.
and I look at how many views I get, and like I said on my last stream, I'm not. I mean, I do want to be compensated for my time,
Mhm.
but my goal is have genuine people on my channel. I want people that,
Yeah.
if I upload 2 videos a month, I mean 2 videos a week, um, through a course of a month, hopefully everybody that's on my page, at least, I mean on my channel, gets to at least view one in a month. But sometimes people just subscribe to subscribe. I don't want that type of energy. But
Welcome to the chat, God's construction. Anyways, yeah, I don't want like I don't want fake subscribers. Like I remember like a couple of years ago, maybe like a year and a half or so ago, like I remember uploading a really like stupid video. I deleted it now because I wasn't really proud of it. Like I put like 2 minutes of work in that video. It was something like completely unrelated to the channel. I can't remember what it was about. It had to do with like my farm or something like that. Upload that, get like 3,000. It got 5,000 views in one day. It used to be my most viewed video to date, and now it's lightning with nearly 6,000 views. And I was like, and so many people subscribed off of that video, but by the next day, so many people like either unsubscribed or YouTube was like, no, you gained subscribers too quickly, so I'm gonna just remove that. Like I said, I don't want
mm,
to gain subscribers at a rapid pace. Like I don't want to like be on like I don't know. Let's just say X channel live stream who has let's just say X amount of subscribers that might be like I don't know 300,000. Let's just say there's around 1,000 people on the stream, and he shouts me out during that stream. Like I don't really want a big channel shout me out. Like cool, that would be cool to see maybe like my subscribers count go from 295 to like maybe 795 or 895. But like by the next day it'll probably be down 100. And the most
yeah.
subscribers I've ever lost in a day is about 2 or 3.
Oh, I've lost some subscribers.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's not even people unsubscribing to being like, "Oh, this person's not watching anymore. Oh, I'm gonna remove that." Or let's just say you get someone from like a shout out to come over to your channel, and they
Hmm.
they watch maybe like a good 2 minutes of your latest video. They're like, "Oh, that's cool," and then once they're done with that, like they don't return for a good while, and YouTube's like, "Oh, you didn't watch a 4 minute of this section of X video. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna remove your subscriber." And sometimes that actually like tolls on like smaller creators' health. I mean, I don't really care about that, but it can actually like mentally tax some smaller creators. And I've seen that happen more than once. When people's like, "Oh, YouTube keeps removing my subscribers," and it's not only that, but they also remove likes.
Mm.
And let me show you. Let me show you an example of bad removing likes. So, you know that video? I don't know if you saw that video about the torrential rain I shared the other night. So, the other night I shared a video about torrential rain. the video had tons and tons of likes. But when you look at it now, you can see just how low the like to dislike ratio it is now, but that used to be much, much, much higher. It used to be around 96%, but then YouTube was like, no, I'm gonna step in and remove most of the likes. Now it's not even 1% of that. It used to be around 250, now it's 51. So YouTube's constantly changing stuff like that. Same with this. This was 125, and now it's 59. Except for this one. This one's always been 19. But YouTube is constantly doing stuff like that, and that's just super weird.
Yep, and that's what Marco was talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
He said, "Man, we going against a machine."
Yeah.
But one thing about it, the chicken, you said you might go to, what is that? Some kind of meetup, right?
I might host a meetup in like May or something like that if I can get around to organizing it. But it would probably be like in like, I don't know. It would probably be in like somewhere really, I don't know, maybe in like New York or New Jersey or something like that.
Oh,
But
I thought
I'd be like completely unrecognizable in that. I'd sort of like blend into that. So I'm not really worried about that stuff, but like the real thing about meetups that I'm really concerned about is like setting everything up. Like I can't get up at 4 in the morning to set up like I don't know 69 things for the meetup. Like I'm worried about that stuff. Like I don't want to have to get up at 4 a.m. to set up all this stuff for like a meetup. So that's why I don't do meetups. I might do some in the future, maybe once I'm like monetized or something like that, sort of celebrate that. But before that hand, I'm not gonna do a meetup. I might go to the what's it called next year?
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That
I might go to
when you
the thing next year, the Highlanders picnic or whatever it's called, or like Boots and Bounty meetup or something like that. Micro Farmer was there. Several other people were there. It looked pretty fun, but at the time I was dealing with COVID and it's in like Kentucky, so I can't go there.
yeah, so that's going to give you the exposure that you need.
Yeah.
I don't have that luxury to be able to travel as much as other people in the lower 48 because it costs so much, and trying to start a business, so I'm trying to save, so I don't have the same luxury. But that's going to give you the exposure that you're looking for, and you're at an age where you're very ambitious, it seems. You're trying to, you see a need for something and you see that you can obtain something, so you're trying to do the actual meetup. So that's what's up. That's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are definitely going against the machine. The machine is really, really, really weird. Like it's not only like removing that stuff, but like they're removing tons of stuff, and the machine is super weird too. Like let's just say like I don't know. Let's just say I put hours and hours and hours and hours and hours into one specific video, and that gets like 20 views, and then and let's just say maybe like 2 or 3 days I make a video like that I put maybe like 2 or 3 minutes into, maybe like 20 minutes into, just because I had to rush something together, upload that to YouTube, maybe blows up my channel, maybe gets like 100,000 views. I'm like, why didn't the video I put hours and hours and hours and hours into, which got a really good view duration and a really high end screen element click through rate, and a really good click through rate too, only get like 60 views, but the video that got like a 20% average view duration and a 1% end screen element click through rate, and only like a 3% click-through rate get like 100,000 views. Like the system is super weird and stuff like that. Like yeah, we're going against a weird machine here that's constantly changing.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm not trying to figure out the cheat code. I'm trying to have fun while I'm on it. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
when I get some merchandise, I'm gonna make sure that I get it in my name, so there's no copyright things, and that's where the money's gonna come from.
Yeah.
Some things about YouTube I don't understand all the way, and sometimes it's finicky as far as people showing up for your videos, because we live in everyday lives. I work. I got 2 jobs. I work 6 days a week. I'm a dad and I'm a husband, so it doesn't always work out to where I'm able to view the creators that I want to. Like right now, I'm able to watch your video right now because I'm at work. This is just part of my work. I exercise. So Yeah.
me, it's like a lot of schoolwork. Like I get up at around like 7 a.m. to get on to catch the bus, go to school. It lasts from about 8 to 3, and once I'm home, I have tons of homework to do. And then from there, I do like tons of homework, and then I try my best to get a video and go on a live stream if it's Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, I'm very busy here. Is well, we don't have much time to watch everybody, so yeah, I feel the same way because well, of course I can't get to everyone's videos, but I try to watch as much as I possibly can. And like one thing I've noticed with YouTubers like Micro Farmer recently is that he's had a lot of random videos blow up. Like I just recently saw a video called "Take a Walk with Me Yard Talk." Now all of a sudden it has 2,000 views. I remember when that had like barely any views. Now it's at 2,067. A lot of
Oh,
views. Have you seen
that's
that?
what's up. No, I
Yeah,
haven't. I haven't seen that.
16-minute long video. Posts on April 19th. And literally 28 days after the video published, 146 views. That's it. And 5 months ago, literally nothing too special about the video. 16 minutes. I mean, most average people that aren't like supporters would probably sit through maybe like 2 or 3 minutes of it. But I can usually sit through y'all's content. Unless, of course, there's something extremely repulsive that you put in there on purpose. That you're like, oh, you should leave the video right now. Yeah, I wouldn't watch that past there because, well, it's like clearly indicating me to not do so. But 16 minutes, 36 seconds. I always feel like the videos that like get the lowest view duration. Not saying this to be biased or anything, but like I always feel like the videos that get the lowest view duration always explode. I don't know why, but that keeps happening more and more. Like it's just common just commonly happening in 2022. And I've seen it
Mm.
happen to several creators too. Like their content just absolutely explodes when that happens. Don't ask me. I'm not really a big on like extreme YouTube stuff, but I at least know my fair share in this YouTube world. Like I at least know like if I were to take a test about all the stuff they have on YouTube, I'd probably score maybe like a 70 or a 75 on it. I know a little bit, but not everything about it. Like I'm
Oh no! Hey man, hey the chicken, you got to come back, man. This ain't my show. I'm working out. So how's everybody in the chat though?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I clicked.
Man, I was about to take over your show. You know I jump on people live, you know?
I had my mouse over something, and I was trying to click on something, but then I didn't realize my mouse was over the back key, which sent me back. And I was about to click the other key, but like it sent me back to the home screen, and like it just like it was just being super weird. Like I was like,
Mhm.
what? Yeah, it's acting up, but like it's nothing like my internet a couple weeks ago. Like my internet, it's unexplainably obnoxious. Like a couple weeks ago, it would just be like going out and stuff. Like, what is it? It's malfunction. I don't know what's
Mm.
going on with my internet, but like it keeps going out randomly and stuff. And yeah,
Yeah, I was on a live today. Farmer Q had a live,
hmm
and I got a freezer delivered today. Um, so I got my freezer delivered, and I wanted to get certain parts of, you know, because I got cameras everywhere around my house. So I had the cameras up, so I had to get certain shots, and then I switched over to another camera. Then I took it into the inside, and um, then I went back to Q's live stream, and I was in there 5 minutes, and then my internet went out for 15 minutes,
hmm
and I couldn't even make a phone call or nothing. But I got two phones, so I just called my wife and I'm like, "Hey, baby, your phone work?" She was like, "You're calling me on." I said, "Your internet though." She was like, "It looks fine to me." So yeah, internet can be kind of shaky.
yeah. Like on my phone, and like it keeps like going out randomly. Like it'll like everything will just start to lag. I'm like, oh, is YouTube being weird again? Because sometimes it lags on good internet. Like it absolutely annoys me. But like sometimes it'll lag on really good internet. And then like when it will do that, like that'll just annoy me. And then all of a sudden, like right next to the Wi-Fi, I'll see like an exclamation point on this new Wi-Fi router we got after lightning struck the last one. And I'll be like, why does it do this? So I have to turn off the Wi-Fi and turn it on, and it'll take a good like 10 minutes to come back in. It's annoying. Probably the worst thing possible.
Wait. What did you just say? The
You-
chicken?
Something keeps happening to like the Wi-Fi in my house. Like I'm guessing it's
The
because
lightning. I'm talking about
yeah.
the lightning you just
Oh,
said.
so back in so I don't know about this. I don't know about if you watch like all my videos, but like a while ago, it's like a while ago. It's back in August. Like I was playing on my Wii because that's the only console I have, Nintendo Wii. And then like I decided to take a break in between, so I step out onto the front porch, and lightning strikes a tree right next to the barn. And I'm guessing it hit the tree in a specific spot that sent the waves. It sent the shock waves, since at the time it was really dry, through the ground into the electrical cable. Since we have an electrical cable out in the barn that controls all the power, sent it right in through that. Sent it right into the router. It destroyed almost everything connected to the router, and bam, there goes it. There it goes. It's sad.
Wow.
Yeah, I was almost struck by lightning. And I was like, whoa.
Wow.
And my internet was out for a good day and a half, so I had to upload shorts on mobile data, which I'm limited to because, well, my area gets like some of the worst mobile data out there.
Mhm.
Welcome to the chat.
Oh, man.
Micro.
Tell you, boy, this boy,
Yeah.
this boy is on CT time. I'm telling you, boy.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. Now, what games do you like on the Wii? Since you brought it up, just want to.
Yeah.
I'm about to get off here soon, but what games you like on the Wii?
So basically, the really basic stuff. Like I'm pretty sure y'all know like Mario, Wii Sports and stuff like that. But I usually play bowling to improve my skills because my family's pretty good at bowling, and for some reason I suck ass at it. And like when that happens, like I'm like I just practice on that. And like I was playing that, and I was in between turns, so I just decided to step out on the front porch, and lightning strikes a tree right next to the barn. I was like, "Holy shit! What just happened?" And then like the lightning, I guess it traveled through the yard and into the house. Not really into the house, but like it struck the Wi-Fi router, exploding it and causing everything. This was back in August, so for 2 straight days, no Wi-Fi. Had to upload shorts on limited mobile data. Very sad. It's some of the
Wow.
worst stuff that could happen to you. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I don't know how many of y'all have ever had to deal with like lightning striking and then having to deal with like internet outages and stuff like that. I don't know about any of y'all because that's constant in my area. Like, and then a couple days later, lightning struck that same tree. So the myth, lightning never strikes the same place twice, load of bullshit sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with your Micro? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing better than yesterday, bro. Tell you, man.
Hey, I didn't get to finish all of it, but that first 30 minutes was fire because you was bringing up points that I actually brought up here. So yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but yeah, it was all good. But I was, the chicken. I'm coming up here because I was over at the OG thing, but I came over here because I had to come and support the brother. He's a Connecticut cat,
Mhm.
and I know we had that rain. So rain season's here now. I did a short. Your short did 1,000, man. You did a short, man.
Yeah, that rain got. That
You
short
taking
got
hands from hands in the dirt. You taking pointers from hands in the dirt.
Yeah.
You become a short king too now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That video is almost at 6,000 now, but like YouTube decided to be extremely weird and fuck me over with that video.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like that video had 6,000 views. Not
Yeah.
6,000 views. It had 250 likes
Yeah.
and 15 dislikes, and now YouTube decided to be extremely weird and just remove all of them. So now I have this like to dislike ratio of 77.3%. No big deal or anything. It's just like, why did they do this to me?
I'm gonna tell you why they did that, because Microfarmer messed up. See, I didn't know how to spell torrential, so you did, and it won. I just said rainy season. I should have said torrential rain like you did, and I probably had that 1,000.
Yeah, it's
Because
all
they know how to
about
spell
like,
torrential.
sometimes it's also about like view duration, but like one thing I noticed like a while back I miscalled a short title. Like it was supposed to be called like random. This is on like a test account. I delete videos on the test account once I realize how good they do because I just want to test out shorts on that channel. And then like what I'll do is like I accidentally spelled random incorrectly and spelled it as ransom. Video got like 20 views. And like as soon as I caught that As soon as I caught that, I come back 30 minutes later, it's already at 3,000 views, and I'm like, well, there's a good reason why.
There you
So
go.
sometimes
Wow.
the title change can do that, and yeah, like I've noticed, like sometimes like I'll rename, like I'll take names from like already mostly viewed videos, and just like that, 1 to 3,000 views, easy as that. And yeah, Micro, I was watching your channel, and a video comes into my recommendations from you. It was it was a video, come and walk with me through the yard or something like that, like a yard chat or something like that.
Yeah.
2,000 views. I don't know if you noticed that, but 2,000 right now. Did you see that?
Wow, nah, I ain't even look. Man. I'm just trying to get my little watch hours up. I'm trying to be like the big boys, like Hannah Dirt now. I need my little 120 check every month, every 2 months, wherever it comes in.
Yeah, right now I'm actually a little bit high for my channel. Usually at 296, you're barely struggling to get watch hours. I'm currently at 1.1 thousand watch hours. Pretty big, actually.
Yeah, I mean, for the subscriber count, I mean, you're doing good, man. You're doing good.
Yeah, and for you, I think you're like really close to that 4,000. And then like once you got that done, like then like the stuff you have to do is like, you need to go through their little like monetization policies. I think I just like scroll right through that, but I'll probably just have to read through it because I'm not sure. I probably won't ever
You
understand.
know how I feel. You know how I feel right now. I feel like when you was in school, but you still in school. Like some of us gonna remember when you used to get your report card at the end of the year to find out what class you was gonna go to. You knew you were gonna pass, but it just every year you nervous when the teacher gave you a report card when you was elementary. Even though you aced it, but something about that last day when you got your report card, you was nervous. That's how I am. I know I'm gonna make it, right?
Mhm.
But it's like you anxious, like, man, come on, teacher. When 3 o'clock come 2:30, like 2:45, she hands out the report cards, right?
Yeah.
But I'm hoping I'm in my boys' class. I hope we in the same class next year. We waiting, and I just feel like that. I know I'm gonna get it, but it's just it's that feeling like you're going to graduate. You did your SATs, your RCT test. You got everything, but it's just that last day of school, man. You be
like I was in like
graduate.
4th grade, and I remember I was in 4th grade. I had like a report card coming through for one of our projects that we were doing. It was like it was a project on like the 50 states, and my state that I had was Alaska, and I thought it was a pretty cool state, so I did Alaska that time.
Yeah.
I did a lot of notes on it. I can't remember everything about that project, but I knew I did good. The teacher said, "Oh, that's a good like 85 or 90," and like I'm just shaking as soon as she passed out the scores. Like my heart rate's like 185. I'm like, oh god, am I gonna fail class? And then I get the report card. I got a 96, and that was just a huge relief. It's very scary. Yo, welcome to the chat, Luscious Journey. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name right about now, but yeah. I'm 96, easy 96, but that scared the living shit out of me.
So now I'm going to ask you a question, because since you got 3 guys that lives in the cold, basically during this time of year, what have you done, GT? I know you was talking about your trees that you had in the shed or the greenhouse. Did you wrap them? Did you call your peoples and see what you can do with those trees, or are you just going to leave them out?
Go ahead. What I did is I got with the extension office, like you told me after you made me feel like, come on now, GT. So I went on and contacted them, and then I had to wait like two weeks to a month for them to finally get back to me, because people were out of the office. So they sent me the pamphlet that lets me know I had 811 do the dig. Sunday, I'm going to Home Depot and I'm digging the trees. I'm digging a hole because we don't have much longer here. So I'm going to do that this weekend. Sunday is my only day off. So that's what I'll be doing. And then I got just going to get I bought the sticks. I took Tuesday off so I can grab, the things to make the run for the chickens and the coop. And then I got some not stakes, I don't know what they're, just lumber. I got lumber to put on around the perimeter of the trees, because we have moose here, and moose will eat up the
right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put that up. But yeah, that's gonna be Sunday. They $61 to rent what's that thing called?
The otter thing, the
The auger. Yeah. Yeah, so I went there Tuesday to price that to see how much. So yeah, that'll be happening Sunday.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
I want them trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Oh, okay. So they say how far you gotta go down? How many feet?
I didn't read enough. I've read micro.
Okay.
I work 6 days a week. I am a husband. I am a dad.
Yeah.
So and then I just moved into this house. So I read like it's a 12-page back and front. So I read 4 or 5 pages back and front. So I haven't got to. Yes, I have. I have read that. I can't remember.
Okay,
I
because
got
here
the paper though.
I think in our area, well, I'm where I'm at. I don't know the chicken. I think we are 38 inches. Our frost line is 38 inches.
I think so. I think it's about maybe like 34, 35 for me, since I'm more like up north. But like, I don't know what mine is. I think it's like 38 to 40 or something like that. But yeah,
So,
I'm thinking it's about 38 inches, about the same.
yeah. So
Okay, maybe I'm missing what you talking about then, micro. Because when I read that, I didn't I didn't see a part where it says where our line is because ours is we have permafrost in our soil. Our
oh,
soil
yeah,
is all messed up.
oh, y'all got
Yeah,
perma.
our soil is different in that.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so I was just gonna insulate it really good, but no, I'm gonna get back on it. I definitely
Yeah,
have to do it Friday or
like certain
Saturday.
areas, like we deal with frost line. Like you got to like when you do footings here and stuff like that, it has to be a certain like fence. You have to have it down so it don't get pushed up by that. Like when the water, the moisture in the ground, when it freeze, right, it'll push up your trees and your trees will go like this, and so you got to get below the frost line. We got to get below the frost line because what happens if you do, the moisture in the soil once it freezes, it does like anything else. It pushes stuff up to the surface, and that's where you get like you got to get below the frost line. I mean, at this point of this time of year now, if we do it in the spring, the summer is no problem because they'll have time. The roots will have time to go down below the frost line. But you say you have permafrost. I don't know. I mean, I know what permafrost is, but I don't know how it does when y'all get super cold up there in Alaska. I don't know if it goes to a solid rock where you can't even put nothing in the ground, not even a backhoe can go up in there. So as I was asking, how hard it gets, would it put pressure against the roots? You know what I'm saying? When it freezes, the ground freezes hard as a rock. How long it takes for y'all to with the permafrost? How long did it take y'all to defrost, like the ground to become back soft and manageable? Somewhere in May or something?
Yes, maybe May, because in April it's still compacted, it's still frozen,
Oh, okay.
and it's frozen. It ain't like no. That's why I was trying to get that bed out before the ground actually freezing. I got it out there. Me and my son, we got it out there. Now I have to do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Welcome to the chat, Recyclable Homestead. Yeah, I need to get a couple names here, but welcome to the chat, Front Porch Gardener, Hands in the Dirt, Flash's Journey. And yeah, everyone else that I missed, sorry about that. God's Construction. We have a lot of people here. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to
Yeah,
the chat.
yeah, Stacy and Hands in the Dirt. He been having fun with his shorts.
Yeah.
It's like another side of him because he's a private person. So
Yeah.
to actually see him, enjoying himself like that is pretty cool.
I remember
But
yeah. I remember the day he blew up. Like I remember Stacey was like chill, I remember he was chilling that day, I guess, and then like I come home from school, he has like 2.78 K subscribers, and and I watched the video. It was let me find it. It's I think it was called "This Will Bring a Tear to Your Eyes." It got 1.2 thousand views, and then he uploads a video. Go to his channel and I say 2.8 thousand. I go to his video, Crazy Egg Trick, 38,000 views. I'm like, well, gotta get to work posting these shorts. Then he got uploaded Got Wet Anyway, Dig a Hole, I'm a Gardener, and Free Money and Compost. Those are two really funny videos. I watch those a lot. I don't know if you've seen any of them, but he also uploaded He Got a Superpower that got like 4,000 views. So yeah, easy to get views sometimes. If you know what I mean. Like sometimes it's really.
Oh boy, good. I got back. That was my neighbor across the street saying my puppy got out. My girl, I told the girls to bring the puppy in. They done playing on their iPads. Dog outside, and they were saying my puppy's outside in the front house, in the front yard.
Wow.
I'm like, man.
All right, y'all. Well, I gotta get back to work real quick. I'm on this journey back to the work spot, but appreciate you letting me come up. The chicken. Good talking to you, Micro Farmer.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I need to talk to you more, man, because I need to know a little bit more about what you asking these questions on, man. For real, Micro. I'm gonna email you.
All right, cool. Email me. And matter of fact, yeah. Email me. All
right, I got you.
All right.
All right, then, y'all. Trust the process. GT out.
All right. Dang. I'm just working on some stuff here. Okay. Yeah. My puppy. At least she's smart enough to come back to the front yard, to the front deck, outside in front. She ain't go run down the block and shit. Yeah, it was like I'm like, what the hootenally? Yeah, but somehow she done got out the yard, so she was in the front of the house. The neighbors were like, "Your puppy's outside in the front of the house by the deck." I'm like, "What the hell?" Yeah, I asked the girls to bring her in. They didn't bring them in while I was down here with you. Oh man. All right. So yeah. So what are you doing to secure your chickens? The chicken.
So what we did was like we had a lot of like when we were building the chicken coop. What we did was we built like, several layers into the chicken coop. We built the outside wall using T111 siding.
Yeah.
Painted it red for the look of like our farm style, which is like barn colors. Then we put insulation, and then we put the wall in, which is like sort of like whiteboard.
Oh,
and like we made it like really secure. We made sure like we also like tested to, like during like shaking and stuff, and well it passed it. And we made sure a lot of other stuff was connected to it too. And to also secure it, we also have stuff like automatic coop doors, so that way like stuff like that can't get in. And then we also have other stuff too. And to secure most of it, and to secure the farm flock, because we were worried about something getting in through like the floor since we were opening up. So we want the chickens, want to take a crap. The crap falls onto the ground and it becomes compost for the ground. But like we were worried about like predators coming in there, so we covered it up with like a really thick flooring that nothing can really get through, because well, I don't think a fox, even if it manages to crawl through that, I don't really think like if it crawls right through the middle, probably won't want to like try to crawl through like really like thick flooring and stuff like that. So we're trying to make our walls as thick as possible to keep the foxes, coyotes, bobcats, stuff like that out. Because I've seen all too many times people that like let their chickens outside, build like really weak pansy chicken coops. Like, oh, my chickens will be just fine in this, and then one day later, like a raccoon just comes in there and kills them all. People need to learn that just putting your chickens outside is really dangerous.
Yeah.
Like sometimes even the other chickens can injure them. Like I remember the second day we had our chickens, like not really officially, I said we were like sort of introducing them. Burnt Chicken Tender jumps on Mrs. Peepers, that's one of my other chickens, who my little siblings made. Broke her leg, and most chickens, like if they're left untreated, they won't survive a broken leg. But since we're able to get her to the vet pretty quickly.
I lost a couple of chicks with broken legs. Like you wonder how they broke a leg, but they don't survive the night. They don't survive through the night.
We were hatching out chickens this year, and one of our chickens, Shaving Cream, who we thought was a hen at the time, we now know he's a rooster, had a deformity where he had like two of his toes stuck together, so we had to take him to the vet to get those sorted out. So that way, like, you'll actually be able to walk, because he had issues walking and stuff. Because, like, I don't know who would be able to walk with, like, one of your toes just condensed into the other one.
Yeah.
That would be you'd probably have a really hard time walking around with that.
Yeah, because I was worried about, like, with the chicken coop that I have, which is a shed, it's a shed that was brung here, is that I noticed, like, when we have hot summers, and the shed's not insulated, so it gets super hot in there. So I didn't do what you do. You see that when you insulate your chicken coop, do you feel in the summertime it gets super hot? Do you use an exhaust fan to exchange the heat? out of that since you have insulated it?
The foam is not really meant to like keep the coop warm in the winter. It's sort of like the inside coop is meant to regulate that, but like the foam is meant to sort of keep it out like when it's doing that. But like if like we're about to get say like a hurricane up here and we're not like evacuating or anything because we're inland, I don't think anyone up here wants to evacuate. If there's like, I mean, if there's like a Category 4 hurricane coming to me, I don't care. I'm gonna just stay here, just like film a video. Nah, I'd probably evacuate. But like let's just say there's like a tropical storm coming. We move the chickens up to the house. We'll put like a fan in the coop until the power goes out. Because well the fan helps it keep cool because a lot of times during hurricanes up here it gets like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But usually we don't really have to worry about big hurricanes up here. Hopefully I'm not jinxing my luck. But usually we don't really have to worry about big hurricanes up here. Because well up here like we have like most hurricanes are fueled by really warm ocean temperatures. But by the time they get up here, it's like really cold up in the waters. So by the time it gets up here, there's nothing to really fuel it to get up into here. So when it makes landfall, it might have been like a Category 4 down south, but now it's just a tropical storm or a tropical depression by the time it makes landfall up here. But then we have hurricane.
Just to give a heads up, we're both in Connecticut, but he's more closer up towards like the Maine and Vermont area where you see the other hurricane that came across. It missed us, this part of Connecticut, and went straight up there and tore them up. Like Canada and his area caught a lot of high winds. And this was like the other hurricane that came across Florida right now, people deal with, is probably going to do the same thing. It's going to come out, it's going to go out and come back and hit y'all guys again on the upper Connecticut, which is close to like the Boston and Nova Scotia areas.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are not familiar because they'll say, ain't y'all both in Connecticut? Yeah, we're both on the coastline, but if you look at Connecticut, he's at the top. He's the top of Connecticut. I'm more like in that panhandle piece, that piece that look like a pot handle. I'm at that area. Yeah, I'm on that coast.
Like, I honestly feel like every single state has like a panhandle piece in it. I don't know why, but like I feel like every single state is just shaped like I feel like there's like always like a portion of a state. You guys forecasted to get some Hurricane Ian. I don't think right now, but like if the storm decides it wants to curve off, we might get some rain and wind up here.
Yeah.
Like the storm is expected to move over like West Virginia, move over to like Ohio and stuff like that. But that's where the remnants might spin out. But like if the storm is maybe like right now it's currently hurricane, it just decides to scrape the coast and head right up to us up here.
Yeah.
You know, maybe scrape northern Connecticut too. Then we would probably be screwed because by the time it gets up here, if it intensifies back up to like 155 like it was yesterday, well then look at us. We'd be screwed because the storm would probably only have a little bit of time to disintegrate, so it'd probably be like 115. And the way my house is built, since it's a really old house, is that if the roof gets torn off, the whole house gets torn apart. So 95 mile per hour winds enough to tear the roof off your home. Like you might get like your roof torn right off. We'd get our roof torn off, and well, that would be it. So yeah, I'd hope that's why like we would probably evacuate if we had like 110 mile per hour winds. But y'all are you're down at the coastline. So like if we're about to get like 155 mile per hour winds up here, I bet there'll be like mandatory evacuations for you since you're down like Stamford or something like that.
No, I'm here in Bridgeport. We on the coastline of Bridgeport, Fairfield, everything, Stratford. We on the coastline. But yeah, we don't have evacuation. If it ever came to that point, man, we had some storms up here, but it was never to a point where we evacuate. Like, you know, it's just certain pockets used to get banged. Like, I don't know who lives in this area, but God have his hands on this area because it misses us. It'll just somehow like a curve. Like you throw a curveball in baseball, it'll go like this, and then it'll come around us and come back. And that's when y'all get hit. Like this storm, the way they're tracking it's going to go out, go around New Jersey, come out around New York, and come. It looked like it's going to make another left turn and come back in, but it's going to go upper Connecticut where y'all guys are at. It's going to come back, it looks like. I mean, that's, you know, the models. The water's still warm. Even though it's cold, the water's still warm here. So our water's still like 76 degrees up here. So we still have warm water here. Even though it's cold on the land, like you got the wind, but the water's still like 76 degrees here. So it definitely could pick up. It could pick up because the ocean is still warm. So the ocean haven't cooled down. So we still at 76 here, our water temperatures. Yeah, so
if we get that up here, like 76 might be like enough to maybe like disintegrate like a hurricane a little bit. But like let's just say we have a storm come like let's just say the storm just stays out here in the ocean and just moves up the coastline and like absolutely hammers the crap out of us. Well, what we would probably see was like I don't know what would happen if we get those 155-mile-per-hour winds up here in Connecticut. I don't know what would happen if that would end up happening.
Oh, I can tell you, you'll be out of power for y'all. Be out of power for man. Listen, you could be a month without power where you at. I mean, you're the rural area of Connecticut. You're not like you wouldn't be. Kid y'all not people who's watching. His area will not be top priority to go save.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, back in 2020, I don't know if y'all got that down there in southern Connecticut. I bet you got even more. Hurricane Isaias. That's actually how it's pronounced. Stupid name right now. Hurricane Isaias came right through in early August 2020. We lost power for a good, I don't know, 7 days up here. Do you remember that storm in like August 2020? Wind, rain, so much like debris and stuff like that. We lost. I don't know how long y'all lost power down there for, but since we're up here in like the Boondocks areas of Connecticut, we lost power for 7 days, and we had all this meat in a freezer. It just went to shit.
Like all the like major cities like Bridgeport, Hartford, all those guys get top priority.
Yeah,
they're like top priority. Now those small outside like satellite counties and towns, they get to you when they get to you. That's the whole thing. It's so sad, but we see it happen every year where certain towns just get left. Like you just get left.
Yeah, so like my area of Litchfield County, a lot of maybe like Tolland and Windham counties, those places would be left out if we had another storm like Isaias this year. Yeah. Those places would be like the last people to get power.
Yeah.
And out here in our area, like way up here near Salisbury, well, I bet we'll probably be out of power for a good maybe like, I don't know. If we got 155-mile-per-hour winds, not only would we have to deal with a demolished house, but we would also have to deal with no food, no water, no electricity, no running water. We do have a generator, but like, what will be the use of running it if there's just a pile of debris everywhere?
No. See what we see the pattern that we go through when hurricanes come from the south. The front guard. What happens is it'll come across or it'll come up, right? It'll swing out. It usually past New York, and it'll pass me because I'm closer to New York City. It'll pass and it'll come back in. Sometimes it'll come back in just a little bit, just to clip the upper Connecticut area where the chicken lives. And they get there, say, like this last storm. What was the last storm that came up from the south? Just came through here. Canada got just banged. Canada just got tore up. It skipped us and went straight to Canada. That's the torrential rains that you were seeing.
Oh, it was, what was it called? It was
that one before this one. It was the one just before this one. What was
Fiona.
Fiona came up, went across the Bahamas, whatever, and then took a right, and then came back and hit Canada, Nova Scotia, and some parts of your area, up in that area up there. Y'all got hit. Nothing happened here. We just caught that storm that came from the Midwest, that came across from Tennessee and Missouri. Yeah. Just caught that storm. That was the rain I was filming. The rainy season comes because we get a lot of stuff that when the tornadoes come through the Midwest, we normally get that rain, that precipitation that comes across from those tornadoes. So once tornadoes are in Missouri, Oklahoma, all that, guarantee within 4 to 5 days, that stuff is here with us on top of us. So we usually get everything that comes straight off the Midwest. If it's tornadoes, we getting that 4 to 5 days later. Mm-hmm.
We don't usually get tornadoes up here in my area of Connecticut, but during Isaias, we had a tornado warning. But like, we had it all over the radio because because the internet went out, because our power's out. So we all went down to the basement. It was pouring rain. It was awful to be outside.
Oh yeah, the front porch is saying what in Maryland, and now we are scheduled to get a bit of rain and wind, bit not to extend. Yeah, like y'all guys, like I said, it's going to come up. A claim is coming up, but it can do anything. It can come back. It can come back across Maryland. It can come back to North Carolina, Virginia. It can swing. They always say it's going this way, and then for some reason, sometimes it comes back. But normally, it doesn't come back towards New York and New Jersey and Connecticut. I mean, lower Connecticut. And usually, if it's going to come back, it's going to come back across North Carolina. if it does go out, it usually comes back upper Connecticut, like in those areas, those particular type storms. They usually pass us. They usually pass us in this area.
Yeah, like sometimes we'll have a storm that's either forecast to like make landfall in the Gulf, sort of move over the Midwest, and then just come right out and directly hit us.
Mhm.
Usually, what ends up happening is A, the storm disintegrates before it can even make it out to the ocean, or B, if the storm even makes it out to the ocean, what will end up happening is it'll just end up going south of us. The last year during Hurricane Ida, I don't know if you remember that, absolutely awful rain. We got 7 inches of rain up here. Awful rains. Remember, New York was awfully flooded. I don't know what y'all got down there, but we up here got some flooding rains. Nothing terrible, and tons of wind too. Like there were some branches broken in our yard. Maybe about 20, 30 mile per hour winds.
We get that. We got that. The last storm that you talk about, that storm you talk about, we lost power on the tree branch. One of my tree branches fell, broke off, and hit the power line to the house. And then that's when the micro farmer went out hunting for these the work guys, and I just happened to go to Home Depot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They sitting up there with a coffee in their down hands, drinking coffee. And I'm not even gonna lie, bro. My wife thought I was crazy. I was like, this the boop, 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 boop. Y'all up in here in Home Depot while people got no power. Man, one of y'all your crew gonna come with me and fix my house. And they came right behind me. I was like, that's a shame what y'all doing, man. These crews be sitting in parking lots waiting on bull crap while people was out of power. And the guy came, put the power line back on. I was like, hey, thank you very much, guys. Take care. My wife thought I was crazy. And they was like, how you got them this quick? I happened to just go to Home Depot. I don't know what I was looking for at Home Depot, but all the trucks were just sitting in Home Depot. The storm done passed. And these guys were just drinking coffee. Like it was on a lunch break, like on some bull crap, a bunch of them. I'm like, yo, y'all serious? People out here losing power, babies and stuff, man. And then one of the guys was like, man, I'm gonna come with you. And the crew came with me, came behind me, followed me in my vehicle, came right here and put my house back together, put the power line back on for me, like less than like 20 minutes. Boop, power back on. Boop. That's crazy. That some of these guys, these companies are getting big money to do this, and they're sitting in parking lots. Sometimes you'll see them, they just station sitting in a parking lot waiting for command. And it's like, that's crazy when people are suffering. People have people have these, what they call these machines and for their grandmother to breathe, machines for their babies and stuff that's sick. And you guys are sitting out here on a parking lot with a coffee in your hand. I think I said it so hard that the guys were like, this big black guy's not playing. Somebody had to come with me. I was like, this doesn't make sense, but that's what goes on. And people in the news a lot of people in the country doesn't see those things. You think these guys are just sitting there. I'll just be teed off on them. I ain't gonna lie. I go looking for them now. If something happens, I definitely know Home Depot, Lowe's Depot, even our mall. Sometimes our mall right here, the Trumbull Mall, that's right up the block from me, they'll be stationed there. Like all the guys who cut the trees and remove the trees, they all be in the mall parking lot, just chilling, just sitting there, just giggly, 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 goo. And you sitting like these trees is down in people's houses and stuff, man. They be just sitting there waiting for command control to tell them what to do. But it's people out here suffering. It's crazy. Man. Yeah. The last one, Isabel. Yeah. That's right. That was the last one that y'all got down there. The last big one we had was Sandy.
Yeah, I remember Sandy clearly.
Place.
I wasn't alive in 2003, but Sandy, I remember that one loud and clear. That one was terrible.
Man, I lived through it because we had to evacuate. I worked for MTA. We had to evacuate people off of City Island in the Bronx. It's part of Bronx, but it's an island. We had to actually go on the island and bring the people off the island back onto the mainland of New York City. That was crazy. Overnight, I got sick. It was so cold and wet, bro, where they had us staying at the depot. We couldn't even go home because, they automatically take us first responders. And we was just out there all night, and I got sick. I got real sick. I got almost like the flu where I was done. I was sick. I had never felt that bad in my life, but we was cold. It was just ridiculous. It was just
that happened to me on Tuesday night. Like I felt like I had never been that sick before. So, let me tell you, the symptoms that started unfolding. So I was in class. I was in the last period. This is 7th period. I was in 7th period, and my foot starts to hurt, like the bottom of my foot. I remember I had an accident pulling out a splint on my foot, and I left my band. I didn't put on a band-aid for 3 hours while I was walking through the house. I must have stepped on something. Put a band-aid back on after those 3 hours were done. I feel my foot start to hurt. Come home, my lungs started. I had trouble breathing. I thought I was having like an allergic reaction. I realized, no, I'm not allergic to anything. And
Now,
then
I was looking at old man King Homestead. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, Sandy was there. I'm gonna tell you, there's still some spots in New York and Staten Island that haven't rebuilt at all. I mean, they just, it's just abandoned. That area is abandoned. Still to this day, 2022. Some places are still not fixed. They just left them like New Orleans. They paid the people out, and the people either left or they kept it, whatever. It's still remnants of Sandy in Staten Island. That is bananas. And I just want to ask you, because you see my video. Now, what do you do with supplemented heat in your chickens, or you just don't even bother? I don't even bother.
During the heat, like what we'll do is we'll try to give them like cold water as constant as possible, constantly replacing their water. And what we'll also sometimes do if it gets like really hot, we'll put some of the ice cubes in their water. But that's only if it gets extremely hot. And then
No,
what
I'm talking about the cold. I'm talking about the cold. I'm talking about the cold.
the cold. I thought you were talking about the heat because
No, what you do for supplement when it gets super cold? Because they get super cold down here.
Yeah, if it gets super cold, what we'll do is we'll lock up the coop, make sure no one gets out, so it'll keep the heat in there.
Yeah.
And then what happens if it's still maybe like, I don't know, 10 degrees, but like what we'll do is we'll build like a contraption that like attaches to the door so it only is slightly open. So the chickens can get out, but like a lot of cold air misses the area. So that means that like the chicken coop gets extremely really it stays like above freezing in the chicken coop. Like I remember we got a winter storm here back in late January. Not the storm that you saw a couple months ago. Remember that video?
Yeah.
There was a video later in the month I published. It was about Winter Storm Keenan, I think it was called. That storm, we got about a foot of snow. We got about 10 inches of snow. You said you also got about 10 inches. There were birds everywhere in the chicken coop, and we had the door slightly shut because it was just so cold with the wind. Actually, I gotta hop up the stream for like a minute because I gotta use the bathroom. You can take over for a couple minutes, read some of the comments.
Okay. All right.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yes. Oh, right. Put me front street. Yeah. So that's what I was asking. Like a lot of people who have chickens in the Northeast or in the cold climate, what are they preparing? How do they supplement the heat if it gets too cold for chickens? Chickens do have a mechanism that God and nature gave them, like antifreeze, and they have a downy. But when you domesticate chickens like we did, they tend to need a little bit of help. They're not naturally used to the super cold up here. Like you get away with like that in certain climates, but up here it can get super cold for like 7-8 days where it's literally your chickens are almost about to be popsicles. It's some people say, oh, I don't put that. Yeah, you got to do something because it gets super cold and your chickens don't move to burn energy so they can buckle down for a little bit, but you're going to have to do some supplement. And my video, if y'all haven't watched it or saw it yet, I use supplement heat lamps and a fireplace, an electric fireplace in my chicken coop because it gets drastically cold. And if we get the rains like these hurricanes and stuff coming up, moisture's in the air, my chicken coop actually absorbs some of that moisture, that rain, and it gets to be like a wet, cold atmosphere inside my chicken coop because it's not insulated. Like he was saying that his dad and them did with their chicken coop. So mine is just strictly like the old shed house, just wood walls. It has air circulation goes, it's not airtight, so air does come through the rafters. That gives airflow. So I do have to use when it gets super cold, like 10 degrees for like 4 or 7 days, whatever. Yes, I'm gonna have to run out there. I plug it up and use supplement heat lamps. And if it gets super cold, I got the supplement heater lamps, and then I got the actual the little decorative electric fireplace that has a thermostat on it. So when the temperature drops to a certain level, it'll kick back on. So when the temperature gets right inside the coop, I set it to like 70 degrees. and then it'll drop down when it goes below between a certain degree. Like I usually set mine down to where if it gets into the 10s and the 15s, it kicks on to bring it back up to like into the 55, 60 area sometimes. Yeah, it depends. Especially when you don't have insulation in your chicken coop. Like me, I have a big chicken coop and there's no insulation. Now my FEMA plan for my rabbits is if it gets super cold like that, I'm gonna use one of our bedrooms down here downstairs. I have 2 bedrooms down here. One I just turned in, my grow room. My daughters are now taking the cello and the viola. So we turned the room that's behind this green screen into a music room. And there's another room on the other side, which if push come to shove, my rabbits are gonna have to move in for the winter. And I gotta separate the boys and the girls. So I'm gonna have to split the room in half with pens. So I'm gonna see if I can get those, the portable dog pens they sell at Walmart.
Yeah.
Those little portable doggy pens, puppy pens, and I'm gonna have to put like 2 or 3 of them inside the other room because the good thing about it, I have tile floors here, ceramic tile floors, mosaic tiles on the lower end, so I'm not worried about the urine and the pee because it's a ceramic tile floor. So just fill it up with beds, 3 pens. Put the babies, like separate them, so I don't want them all jammed up because now they don't have no room to move. So 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, something like that, 3 or 4 there, and bring them inside with us for the duration of the winter. So if it gets super cold, that's my FEMA plan for my rabbits, to bring them in. I never had rabbits in the cold, so I don't know what to expect. I know I was talking to Indiana, the backyard gardener. She raised rabbits in Indiana, and she was saying rabbits love cold, but I don't know if they I know Indiana gets cold because they're near Chicago and stuff like that, so they definitely getting cold, probably the same type of cold we get, but I'm not trusting that factor. I'm not really. I gotta just play it by ear and see how it goes, and that's going to be my FEMA plan. If it gets too cold and I see they are struggling to stay warm, if the heat lamps don't do good for them and the fireplace don't do well for them, they're coming in for the rest of the winter. So those are my plans. Yeah. So that's it. Basically, that's all I got. For me, preparation for the winter is like the ultimate thing. Right now, you hear everybody. I even fix my own gutters. I mean, you'll hear every day, you hear people getting ready like ants, getting ready for the winter season, They're really actually amping up. Roofs are going up. People doing a lot of, fixing up, getting prepared for this winter. So that's what we do every year here. You'll hear that everybody's get together. Yeah.
Oh, I watch Ultra Farm too.
Oh yeah, you don't have to. You don't. What works for other people doesn't work for other. It depends on what's going on in your coop in your area. If you're a person that is just cold and you don't have a moisture issue, you can get away without using some type of supplement heat. Birds have a natural antifreeze, but like everything on this planet, it gets too cold, it will die. It's just a fact. Yes, it can withstand some low temperatures, but why would I want to stress out my pets? I'm not eating my chicken, so you stress the chickens out if you allow them to. Some things people do, they don't tell you the truth. That's all I'm just saying. They don't tell you the truth. When chickens and animals, just like us, if they get too cold or get too hot, they get stressed out. They'll get stressed out, and you have animals dying left and right on you. I'm just being honest with you. Don't take YouTube as the Bible of livestock, because a lot of them is doing smoke and mirrors. I said that, a lot of smoke and mirrors, and you have to do some stuff to preparate your livestock. I don't care where you at in America. You have to have some type of plan of certain things for your livestock. It's just not go get them and forget them. It's more to it. I know people showing you like, just get them and just throw them out there like that. There you go. And it doesn't work that way when you domesticate livestock. It's a lot more to it, and a lot of them don't go into depth. They just show you the good parts of it. They don't show you the depth of what you need. They don't show you vaccinations. They don't show you remedies of certain diseases that goes on in your chicken coop. They don't show you certain diseases in they goats, they sheeps. Usually what they do, they dispatch them. Most time they don't want to waste the money of getting medicine or ointments for them, they'll dispatch the goat. And when I say dispatch, they actually harvest the goat instead of like, it's cheaper to harvest than to go to a veterinarian or, to your track supply and get some stuff for them. People rather just go ahead and just gut them out and keep it moving. So yeah. So be careful of watching people on YouTube, even gardeners. There's a lot of people like, they just show you the best part of their gardens, but they don't show you the failures of them gardens. They make everything is good, 2 feet high, green as can be. They don't never show you the bad side of the garden. They don't show you the eating up vegetables. So yeah, just like, hey, the analytic gardener, what's going on? Hey, you catching some traction. Yeah, so be careful on that. The front porch gardener. A lot of people, YouTube is a money game for some people. It's just like TikTok and Instagram. They show you these little stunts, and it's not real. That you go out there and buy it, try to do the same thing, it doesn't work because they didn't tell you the whole giggy up. Is just things that's not real. And livestock, I did a video about is it feasible for you to grow your own vegetables? Now, if you're a person that really, really is concerned about what you put in your body, you're gonna pay high premium to raise your own chickens and your own goats and animals because the fee has went up sky high. Now, some states are having, they fee is the same. It's cheap for where they're at because people grow it by the fields. But when you up here where I'm at, there's no real private crop place or feed store here besides the big box feed stores, which is Tractor Supply. Maybe he might have a farm and he's getting his stuff from the big companies also, even though he's a local farmer. But when you go into his farmer's store, it's Purina, it's the big boy stuff. It's not his stuff. So they act like they're local, but they're still getting commercial grade feed. And those fees are now going to $20 a bag almost. It has jumped from like $14 a bag to almost $20 a bag since the situation came in America,
So, I'll have to end the stream maybe like 10 minutes, but before we go,
you gotta go to school, man. I was wondering why you was up this late.
No, there's just one thing I want to do, and since this stream is called Supporting Small Channels, I want to spotlight a channel. So I'm gonna pick a channel that I want to spotlight today, and you also get to pick a channel. The channel I want to spotlight today is Old Man King Homestead. So if y'all haven't already checked him out, he's currently at 352 subscribers. I'm gonna drop his link in the chat. Oh, come on. My internet's lagging again. But anyways, Old Man King Homestead. I'm gonna spotlight him, put him right in here in the chat. So there's the link to Old Man King Homestead's channel. If you want to check him out, he's at 352. And what channel do you want to spotlight today?
I'm gonna tell you, the people that support me and supporting you over here and sitting here with you in the chat, they gonna be anywhere else in the world, is the Front Porch Gardener. I mean, always support us when in my lives and wherever I'm at, always saying hello. Oh wow, hey. So I would spotlight the Front Porch Gardener. These are channels that people, if you don't know, if you see the replay, please check them out. They are very great supporters. This is my first time seeing Old Man King's Homestead, so this must be some, I don't know, but I'm Micro Farmer. Here it goes. Growing with Hudson, great channel. Y'all into stuff like making your own vanilla beans and your own extracts, and learning couponing at certain stores and deals and meals and stuff. Definitely check out Growing with Hudson. There's a lot of people. Is one thing I want to tell people if they replay this and hear it. I know you're about to leave here. Is that when you reach a certain level of subscribers, right? It's hard to try to find time to watch everybody that actually talk to you. Everybody that actually, it's not that you just ignoring them. It's the fact that it's only 24 hours a day. When you're a dad, a farmer, business owner, there's just a little bit of you have Like I dedicate my little time here, like coming on people live. That's why you haven't seen me doing my own lives, and you see me not sitting on people lives for hours and hours now, is because my business has started to pick up. The kids are back in school, preparing for the winter here. So as things slow up, I'm starting to allocate some time. So I'm going back to my Friday lives at 2 p.m. and I might do a few pop-up lives, but I'm going back to my regular scheduled programming Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time and just rock it like that. If I do pop up, it'll definitely be, I don't know if y'all familiar with Grandpa Prepper. He passed away early this year. He was on the New Year's Eve live with me and Crazy Ed and all of us who are celebrating this year coming in. On New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, as we end our live, we woke up in the morning, he had passed away, y'all. That is always going to be a part of my life prior to the day I go out on YouTube. Is I will definitely be holding a special dedication for him every New Year's Eve, because he rocked with us New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. He was at the upper room. God called him home. It was like, wait a minute, he what? It's just like when you hear people here today, gone tomorrow. That was real for me this year. And it devastated me, Miss Nikki, the OCD chick, because he was fond of us and we was fond of him, and he did a lot. Yes, growing with Hudson, and he was with us New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. When I woke up in the morning, he was gone. It was just, that's crazy. And it's just
one of the mods in the chat drop the link to his channel. So because I haven't yet heard of him before, but I will definitely check him out.
Oh yeah, his channel's still up. I don't think his family took it down. It's called Urban Grandpa Prepper.
All right.
Urban Grandpa Prepper. He was a prepper, and he was warning us about the things that we're going through to this day. I kid y'all not. If you go look at his stuff, he warned us.
He's at 2.1 thousand
living this year. He was warning us. Yes, you know. Oh yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, people call me Microsoft, microfiber. I get it all. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I just really that touched me, and but I'm gonna let you go to you because I know you got school in the morning, man. Like my girls, they got school early, and I gotta do hair. Like I said, I'm the dad that gotta do hair, so I'm the guy with the hair, getting the braids. I mean, the ponytails and the pigtails and the 4 or 5. They want style. They want to look glamorous. So yeah, I'm that dad that does it all. You know. So y'all take care. God bless y'all. The chicken, man, it's always been a pleasure. Like I said, I wish you was older, man, because I wish if one of your parents can go with you to the Savannah meetup, Black Tropical, you'd definitely be definitely a blessing if your parents or somebody, an older cousin, can come with you, and you can actually enjoy some of the meetups. I mean, I know you're young. I know you're young. Your parents is going to be protected of you, but if one of them can travel,
schooling too.
No, is school? Oh yes, right. But it's a weekend. It's a weekend trip, so you be out of school on the weekend. It's a fly out Friday, and you be back home Sunday.
That's easy. I can definitely think of something. But when is this meetup like?
This meetup is April 1st.
I can easily make that.
Huh?
April 1st?
Next year.
I can. But April 1st, that's a Saturday. I can fly in for the 31st. Maybe on where's this going to be like?
There's going to be in Savannah, Georgia. They have this in downtown Savannah, Georgia.
I could probably take a flight to Atlanta and then to Savannah and fly in on the 31st.
If you can get down to Tweed, with the airport that's near me, which is probably too far for you. Hartford might be your airport.
Yeah, I'll probably take Bradley and then
flight directly into Savannah. Like the airport behind me, which is only 10 minutes behind me, it's called Tweed Airport. They have a flight directly from here straight to Savannah. Direct, no stop. There's a straight flight. That's the one I'm jumping on. I ain't got to drive. I can catch an Uber to the airport. It's going to probably run me $35. Get on that plane with my backpack and land in Savannah on Friday. Enjoy myself. So I'm looking forward. God blessing to be there April 1st and enjoy the meetup. So that's going to be awesome. Go to Grown Hudson put it up here. Soilfamilyexpo.org. Wait, is it .org? Yeah, .org. I'm okay. I ain't got my glasses. .org. Yeah, they have a website now, so definitely check it out. See if you got an older cousin or your mom, or your dad wanted to go travel, man. We can try and make that happen. I know the tickets are expensive, but if you really want to go, man, hit me up in my email, man, and we can see if we can work something out, bro. To get you, get you or your mom, your dad to go with you, or older uncle or cousin or aunt to go with you, chaperone. Because I know you can't travel by yourself. You're a young kid.
Yeah. I'm 14. I can't travel by myself, of course.
Yeah, so definitely.
Even if I was 16, even if I did have a driver's license, I can't really like drive out of the state by myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, like, I mean, you're still a young kid, you're somebody's child. So if you get a chaperone, like an older family member to go with you, let me know if if your parents allow you to go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we can work out something, even if I have to go half or something with the tickets and stuff to get you to go. Because everybody's starting to just know who you are now, the chicken. So
yeah,
it definitely great exposure, bro.
There was actually a decent chance that by April 1st, 2023, I might actually have a good decent amount of subscribers on the channel. My goal is to get everyone's channels growing.
Yeah.
My goal is to get everyone's channel.
I'm gonna tell you the chicken. You do a lot. You're in a rural area. Try to get into the fishing communities.
Yeah.
Don't just stay in one community. Get out there, the big mat outdoors. Go watch their lives, man. Go in there, say hello like you do us. Go in there, the prepping community. Go in there and say hello. Now, stay away from the 2A people, the gun people. Because kids and guns. They get a little worried about your age, about guns. Now, that's something that you and your dad, like me and my daughters. I don't have the gun training is between me and my daughters. You know what I mean?
I've been on hunting trips before, but I've never actually been like hunting. But like, because our farm is so old, and several people have been on hunting trips on our farm before we lived here. There are like several tree stands, and what I like to do is like shoot a video every fall, or I head up there, spy on like the local like deer to see if there's stuff there, and then like that way, like if we're gonna do like a hunting trip this year on our farm, we know where the best place to find it is, and like I'll shoot a video looking at the wildlife, seeing what I can find.
Yeah, because
the other day I had one of my parents out there. He saw a deer, he saw a pileated woodpecker and stuff like that.
Because I just want you to heads up, because YouTube has this thing with YouTube. That's why if you do go over to those channels, they're usually going to ignore you. The fact because YouTube has this thing about young kids with guns. Only way you can showcase a kid, it's got to be your kid. It's like if your dad had a YouTube channel talking about guns and hunting, is because you his son. So you can't, like, if I was to talk about guns and hunting, I could not bring you up and talk to you because you're a minor about guns and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. So if you go over there, not that they don't like you, it's just that YouTube have these regulations. If it's not your child, you cannot talk about hunting and guns with a minor. You know what I mean?
I can definitely still get into communities, like a prepping community.
Prepping. Well, I was just saying, like, there's channels out there that show hunting and guns and reviews and stuff. If you try to reach out to them, usually they're going to ignore you. It's not that they don't like you. It's just that you have these rules and regulations that as an adult, you're not allowed to talk to young kids about firearms. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get caught up in it. Now you on your channel, it's a different story because this is your YouTube channel. So if you want to cover, if you're a gun, that's you. But the people, that's what I'm saying, if you're going to go into other net, just don't go into those because they're going to probably more likely ignore you. You know what I mean? But the prepping and garden channels and fishing channels, those channels, try to get in those because don't never get stuck in a niche. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people's going to look at you, the chicken, right?
Yeah.
The chicken is a stage name. It's more to the chicken than just chickens. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember just not that long ago, I was just a chicken channel. And when y'all started watching my videos, like, oh, I should make more gardening content. So I started making gardening content. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing like food content since we have channels like, I don't know, Just Orcha and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we have the prepping community, Bucci Prepper. We have a lot of other communities that come in.
Hudson, she does coupons and showing you how to do vinegars and making extracts and other stuff and just general talk. So never give yourself don't put yourself in a box. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna put myself in a box. I am known across YouTube to a lot of people. Like they be like, we know Micro Farmer, but Micro Farmer normally don't talk about farming. every now and then you talk about farm. I talk about a lot of stuff. I'm in the manosphere. I'm in the fishing community, prepping community, the gun community. I'm in other crochet, knitting communities. They know who I am. It's just that now I'm catching, I'm getting, well, this is my fourth time. If I can't blame my situation on nobody because I gave up YouTube 3 times. This is my fourth time to YouTube. So people might think I'm new to this, but I'm not. I've been here, done it before, and I gave it up 3 times. But this 4th time right now, I'm sticking to my guns. Don't matter who pee me off. I ain't never going nowhere no more. You either love me or hate me. That's how I feel about it.
I think wasn't the last time you left YouTube back in late May, was that because of your surgery or something, or was someone bitching with you?
Nah, I just don't like ways things go, and I instead of me saying the foul things about things, I tend to just get up before I say the wrong things to chicken.
Yeah.
Like I'm an OG, really an old cat that just needs to calm down. Don't respond to every BS that goes on. And I'm learning at 55 tomorrow. I'm still learning, just don't respond to people nonsense. And it takes it's a process that the person I am, I just don't like people lying on me or saying some bull crap. And I supposed to just don't say nothing, be quiet, beat them with kindness. I'm the most type, you say something to me, I'm gonna say your mama. You know what I mean? I'm that type of dude. You just ain't gonna drag my name through the mud, and I'm supposed to just listen to other people. I'd say, don't say nothing. Just don't pay them no mind, Micro. I'm the type of dude, I will shout you out, call you out, your mama out, your sister out, your cat, your dog, the roaches in your house. I'm going to call everybody outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I learned that's not the way to do it. So I'm learning now. You're going to have people, when you're doing good, people's going to try to derail you from doing good. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you on the Front Porch Gardener.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Micro.
Yeah, yes.
I'll see what I can do for your live stream tomorrow. Or if you're going live tomorrow, if you start
man, listen, man, don't worry about. I tell everybody, if you make it, you make it. You don't.
Yeah.
You can watch the replay. I'm gonna do pop-ups. I ain't going nowhere. So I don't want nobody to feel bad because they haven't caught one of my lives or didn't see one of my videos. I'm good. I do this for a hobby. I'm not doing this to make money. I just do this to get something to do something. Like right now, I should be asleep already. I should be sleeping. I brought my you hit me up and I say, hey, you know what? I'll pop up and say what's going on. You know what I mean?
And what I'll do, at 2:00, I'm in 6th period at 2:00. My schooling ends at about 3. And what I can do is I can start watching as I get on the bus ride home. It's usually about 40 minutes or so. And what I'll do is I'll come home and I'll hop onto the stream. But Micro, one thing I had, I was trying to join last night's stream. Didn't have a lot of time to do it, but I wanted to join your stream really badly. So when I clicked on the link, it literally said 404 error and stuff like that. And I was like, what the hell? It wouldn't let me on. I don't know if anyone else had that issue.
Yeah, my daughter, we went out to eat. I think I put a video. If you see a guy, he's an Asian looking guy that was at the table. That's my son-in-law. But he came up with my daughter from Tampa. She came up, my Asian daughter. Well, she's black Asian, what you want to call it, black or Asian blackish, whatever you want to call it, whatever, right? She came up from Tampa to dodge the hurricane that was going through there. So she came up. Her mom divorced her dad. I'm a biological father, but divorced. Her mother came back to New York, where we're from, and married another man up here, and they came up to see him. Just happened. It was like the hurricane brought her up. Hey, let's go have dinner. Boom, boom, boom. And that was a good thing. We had a nice time last night. We went to the Louis hamburger place. I think you saw the video where the birth of the hamburger, and there was a restaurant right next to it. That's where we was having dinner. That was a Southwestern restaurant. Beautiful, man. I mean, awesome. Had a nice time. And I ordered the burgers because when me and my daughters went in August, they're closed for the month of August. They have the tradition. They're closed for the month of August. It's called Counting the Spoons, but really the vacation. So that's why it was closed when me and my daughters went in August. And now they open. I was like, burgers are off the chain, y'all. If you ever was in New Haven or Connecticut, you gotta go check out the birthplace of the hamburger that everybody loves. Y'all have y'all birthdays and y'all be having y'all cookouts sitting down across America. That was the birthplace of the hamburgers that we eat in America, y'all. And I have caught so much footage and pictures with my kids because when they turn your age or my age, that place might not be as a landmark, but you can say they have eaten a burger out of that place, the birthplace of the hamburger. So they only 8 years old. So by the time they turn 20, 30, 40 years old, they're gonna be like, we have pictures of that place. Me, my dad, and my mom, and my sister, and our brother-in-law, we ate burgers out of that. And we took them to go because we was having dinner, but I wanted to buy the burgers and try them out because I was like, oh, they open. And nobody wanted to really eat the burger, like eat the burger, then go you eating it. So I just ordered them to go. I ordered burgers to go. And it was delicious. So I told him I'll be back. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, because the burgers were to go. I went there because we didn't know they was open because I thought they closed down through the pandemic, right? We didn't know that they closed for the month of August because we wanted to go there before the kids went back to school. But August, they're closed the whole month of August. They closed the place down. But nobody said it. It was just I didn't know because I'd never been there. Hey, Sunday Backyard Farmers in here. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, the chicken's about to go and close up this link. But yeah, that was a beautiful place. If you ever get in Connecticut, that is the birthplace of the hamburger that we all eat in America and love. Burger King, McDonald's, all those people owe their success basically to that place. That's the birth of the hamburger.
Mm.
That's down in the history books of America. That's the birthplace where the hamburger, what we call today a hamburger, started. So I have the pleasure of being 54 years old. My daughter's 8 years old, which we'll be servicing. We'll be patronizing that place a few times a week. Trust what I tell you. The burgers were awesome. And if you saw the old cast iron, the way they grew, oh my Jesus, man. I'm going to shoot another video, that's for sure. It's going to be a part 2 to that one because I want the guy because that's the great-great-grandson of the guy. And he had customers, so we couldn't actually chop it up. But I'm going to try to get up there and chop it up with him so he can actually do the history of his family, generation after generation. And he's the great-great-grandson of that guy. The guy that's there that built that, started that place. So it's a family-owned thing. It's been passed down for generation to generation, and still a good burger. Awesome. So y'all guys had the chicken take us out and say goodnight, man. Whatever you want to do, bro.
Anyways, welcome to the Chess Sunday Backyard Farmer. Sorry you cut the end of the stream, but yeah, I'll see what I can do to hop on your stream tomorrow if you're gonna be live.
All right, 2:00 p.m., 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna be up.
I'll be on like a school computer trying to watch your stream because at 2:00 I'm in my languages class, and well, during that class we don't usually use computers. So
I'll be probably all the way there till like 3:30 because that's when the kids come home. So I'll probably go from 2 to 3:30. So you'll have
yeah, but I usually get home like around like 3:20. We literally get on the bus by like 3:20. What you could possibly do is maybe like pause the stream at around 3:30 and then come back on later.
Okay, if I get somebody to come on and hold it down because I gotta catch my kids from the school bus and outside. So if somebody could pop up and hold it down for like 5 or 10 minutes until the kids come.
Yeah, I could definitely get someone like, I don't know, probably one of you like you could drop
pop up. Trust what I tell you, somebody will pop up. But y'all, God bless y'all. Y'all stay safe. And I'm getting prepared for the winter. Just to plug this in. Hold up, where is it? I have just to talk about, I'll be talking about this tomorrow on my live. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is next month, y'all. I got the pink pre-rolls, and I'll be definitely doing some type of benefit for breast cancer awareness. My mom is not a breast cancer survivor, but she's a cancer survivor from cervical cancer. But I know a lot of women that I know and friends that are, and people I came across in my life are breast cancer survivors. And that's my way. Me and my partner is going to be doing some CBD rolls, not the crazy stuff, the CBD rolls in honor of trying to get breast cancer awareness and donate the proceeds to breast cancer research. So that's what I'm definitely going to be doing the month of October. And I got the tubes. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to make a few of them here. These are little tubes that the thing is inside the CBD. And I'm going to do a pack of 2 for $5. And every $5, $1 be donated to breast cancer awareness. So hopefully somebody in the chat can hear this. If they have breast cancer awareness. I think the women have that is caring. If they have that paper that they donate out of their charities, please hit me up. Hit me up before during the month of August. October, because I'll definitely, if they have that form to fill out to donate, because they donate to cancer awareness in the name of a mom, a grandmom, a sister, please hit me up. I'll definitely tell you about that. Yep. Yep. So y'all take care. God bless y'all. All right.
All right.
Chick, it's your live, man.